Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Platformvania bundle of September 2025. To help me answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you, the viewers, for watching my silly videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Aeterna Noctis, a Metroidvania-style platformer with a sprawling and varied world, challenging platforming challenges, and beautiful art direction. In Aeterna Noctis, you play as the King of Darkness, who has lost most of his power and memories after his defeat to the Queen of Light. Your objective is to recover the 7 fragments of the Shrine of the Kings to help the king regain his abilities and ascend to the heavens once again. While the game does not focus on the plot, the various side quests that you undertake have separate plot threads attached to them. The game is challenging, and it throws tricky pixel-perfect platforming challenges with few checkpoints early on, which increases in complexity as you unlock new abilities. The boss fights are also tough, and they tend to have the Dark Souls quality of feeling insurmountable until you learn their attack patterns. The experience system is not very user-friendly, as you don't keep any experience you lose while in a soulless state. However, the game provides multiple options to improve your chances in combat, including upgradable perks, equipable gems, and new abilities that you unlock throughout the game. The game takes steps to provide a sense of guidance to the player, without compromising the thrill of exploration. While side quest locations don't show up on your map, the general location of the next shrine fragment does. However, the game is less accommodating about making it clear if you have the right ability to proceed and whether you have missed something important. Overall, Aeterna Noctis is a beautiful and challenging game that is perfect for fans of games like Hollow Knight and the 2D Castlevania entries. At number 2 we have Afterimage. A magical Metroidvania emerges as a strong title in its genre, offering a captivating 30-hour experience. As you guide Rennie, an amnesiac woman, and her floating companion Ifri through the lands of Engarden, the anime-inspired narrative begins modestly, but evolves into a compelling journey of self-discovery and environmental exploration. The game's hand-drawn anime-inspired art style brings Engarden to life, with vibrant colors, portraying both thriving nature and desolation. The narrative delves into themes of selfish desires, faith, and breaking cycles of violence, providing a rich backdrop to the Metroidvania experience. The environmental storytelling adds depth to each area, enhancing the overall narrative. Afterimage's strength lies in its open-ended sections, requiring careful exploration to unveil the vast setting. Traversal upgrades, like double jumping and underwater navigation, feel satisfying and seamlessly integrate into Rennie's controls. While some platforming quirks exist, the game's precise controls and well-placed respawn points make challenges both enjoyable and manageable. Combat in Afterimage is equally satisfying, offering various weapon types with distinct advantages. The introduction of magic adds a ranged dimension, though its viability compared to weapons may vary. Boss fights are plentiful and challenging, with interesting patterns to memorize. However, the balance can be disrupted by the player's exploration choices, leading to encounters that feel either too easy or overly challenging. Despite some exploits and quirks, Afterimage remains a magical gem for Metroidvania enthusiasts, offering a core experience that engages with its rich world, satisfying combat, and exhilarating platforming. At number 3 we have Death's Gambit, Afterlife, a remarkable expansion of the original game, offering an intensely challenging yet rewarding gaming experience. As you venture through the dark and perilous world of Cyrodiil, you'll embody Soren, a soldier bound by a contract with death. This contract grants you immortality, but it also forces you to face formidable immortals and their hordes to reach the coveted source of immortality, aiming to restore balance between the living and the dead. The game's core lies in its challenging action RPG gameplay, characterized by its punishing difficulty akin to Souls-like titles. As Soren, you'll choose your class and gradually develop your character's abilities, enhancing attributes like intelligence and haste to tailor your fighting style. Death's Gambit Afterlife successfully combines Metroidvania elements with platforming sequences, and diverse abilities that Soren acquires through defeating bosses. The platforming aspects are engaging, and new abilities grant access to previously unreachable areas, adding depth to exploration. Dying is a fundamental aspect of the game, but it's far from punitive. In fact, it contributes to your character's growth, as each death makes Soren stronger through the accumulation of essence. The game's challenging foes include memorable boss battles, each requiring distinct strategies. While some fights can be frustrating, the satisfaction of overcoming them is unparalleled. The narrative explores themes of death and immortality, interweaving dark and humorous elements. The voice acting, particularly Matt Mercer's portrayal of death, is outstanding, bringing the characters to life. The stunning visual design complements the game's dark fantasy setting, with intricate details and diverse aesthetics across the map. Despite a few minor drawbacks, Dev's Gambit Afterlife shines as a compelling and challenging action RPG with Metroidvania elements. If you've already experienced the original game, this expansion is a must-try. The high level of challenge may deter some players, but for those seeking a rewarding and immersive gaming experience, Dev's Gambit Afterlife is a captivating choice. At number 4 we have GRIME, a unique and challenging Metroidvania that offers a rocky, mysterious, and engaging experience. As you delve into the game's world, you take on the role of a character who undergoes a bizarre transformation, becoming a stone-like being with a black hole for a head. The setting is a realm where nearly all inhabitants are constructed of living stone, ranging from misshapen golems to smoothly carved living statues. The narrative of GRIME revolves around your quest to navigate through a tiered society of rock people, battling adversaries and devouring their essence to grow stronger. The world building is intriguing, with a focus on the character's relentless pursuit of ascension. Your interactions with the various beings in this world, from devoted followers to formidable foes, add depth to the story and keep you engaged throughout your journey. GRIME's diverse environments, despite their grotesque and unsettling nature, are a visual treat. The game takes you through dark caverns, eye-filled caves, crumbling statue-filled deserts, and even gardens of predatory rock-plant hybrids. Gameplay-wise, GRIME follows the Metroidvania formula. You explore intricate environments, acquire new abilities, and progress through the story by defeating enemies and unlocking new areas. The traversal abilities, such as dashing, pulling objects, and double jumping, are introduced in a meaningful progression, adding depth to the platforming elements. The combat system in GRIME is engaging, offering various weapons and customization options tied to different stats. You can also parry enemy attacks and absorb their essence to power up your character. The game rewards strategic combat and offers multiple ways to customize your playstyle. However, GRIME does have some downsides, particularly in terms of checkpoints and fast travel. The game can be stingy with both, which can lead to frustrating moments, especially in challenging sections. Despite this, overcoming these challenges is immensely satisfying. GRIME is a beautifully crafted Metroidvania with a captivating story, diverse environments, and engaging combat. While it has a few issues with checkpoints and fast travel, the overall experience is rewarding and enjoyable. If you're a fan of Metroidvania games with challenging gameplay, GRIME is a polished gem worth exploring. At number 5 we have Mail Time, a game that places you in the tiny socks of a male scout in training. As you embark on your first delivery, the objective is simple: deliver letters and become a full-fledged male scout. The catch? You only have a name to guide you, and the recipients are scattered in a small open-world neighborhood. The game's aesthetic, though not technically impressive, is visually appealing with a unique hand-drawn style. The dialogue is presented using expressive 2D images, akin to a visual novel. The smaller world map, while not expansive, fits the cozy neighborhood theme, encouraging exploration and interaction with characters. Despite its brevity, Mail Time manages to create a charming atmosphere with light and optimistic writing. The story, while not deep, is complemented by clever wordplay and amusing jokes. The interactive nature of delivering mail allows you to get to know the characters better, enhancing the overall experience. The game's movement physics, though loose, contribute to the exploration, offering a decent amount of verticality in the neighborhood. However, Mail Time is a short experience, lasting around 2 hours, even with stamps to collect and secrets to find. In the realm of cozy cottagecore games, Mail Time distinguishes itself by delivering a compelling and enjoyable experience without compromising its friendly and welcoming atmosphere. It is cute, creative, and while not a transcendental experience, succeeds in providing a cute and inoffensive adventure. It's a breezy, easygoing game that offers exactly what you might need in a cozy gaming experience. At number 6 we have Koa and the 5 Pirates of Mara. Koa and the 5 Pirates of Mara embarks on its voyage with a stellar team and a successful Kickstarter campaign, promising another captivating adventure following summer in Mara. This highly anticipated sequel delivers on many fronts, offering delightful time trials, engaging collectible hunts, and charming exploration. However, it's not without its drawbacks. While the narrative sails through choppy waters with a forgettable storyline presented through static cutscenes, the game finds its strength in its relaxed, carefree gameplay. As you step into the shoes of Koa, tasked with rejuvenating the troubled island of Kalis, overrun by jovial pirates, the focus shifts to exploration and puzzle platforming. Navigating through multiple worlds in the archipelago, you unlock stages and uncover secrets, encouraged to replay levels for better times or to collect missing items. Despite occasional frustrations with hit detection and platforming inconsistencies, the game's charm remains intact, complemented by vibrant visuals and a lively soundtrack. The journey isn't without its rough patches, particularly with the cumbersome boat controls and occasional camera issues. Yet, with its diverse content, including speedrunning challenges and pirate races, Koa and the Five Pirates of Mara offers a worthwhile adventure. While the storytelling may lack depth and the gameplay can feel rough around the edges, overall it's a delightful romp through a charming world, providing hours of enjoyment for fans of the genre. At number 7 we have Moonlight Pulse, a 2D Metroidvania where you explore a giant space turtle as a team of quirky animals defending their home from parasitic invaders. You start as Silex, the mole, but soon gather a full party of 4, each with unique traversal and combat styles. Swapping between them is instant, and it feels fantastic. You'll be chaining mid-air combos, solving platforming puzzles on the fly, and navigating clever level design using each character's movement quirks. The character switching mechanic is the heart of the game, and while it offers exhilarating freedom, it also alters the genre's usual progression. Instead of hunting down tools hidden deep in the map, new abilities come from story beats. If you're used to uncovering power-ups through exploration, this might feel more guided, but exploration is still encouraged, especially as you revisit earlier areas with new skills. Combat evolves nicely, from Silex's basic claws to Charlotte's whip and Clyde's flamethrower hover combo. Enemies are not too complex, but they hit hard. Death comes if any one of your characters fall, though you're given second chances by auto-switching to a teammate, adding tension and strategy to every fight. Fast travel through the turtle's vein system is a clever twist that ties into the world's charm, while witty banter and involving NPC dialogue keep the narrative light and fun. The visuals are vibrant, the movement is buttery smooth, and while the music is not a standout, sound effects add punch. At around 5 hours, Moonlight Pulse is a tight, memorable experience. If you love creative movement, you'll have a great time. At number 8 we have BZZZT, a fast-paced platformer that invites you to embark on a thrilling adventure as ZX, a cute AI-turned-robot on a mission to thwart the sinister plans of the misguided Bad Bird. While the narrative echoes Mega Man vibes, the twists keep it engaging and fitting within the game's overall aesthetic. The graphics boast beautiful pixel art, ensuring clarity amid busy levels, and the character sprites add a delightful touch. The captivating chiptune soundtrack enhances your journey, making it truly exciting. Although the soundtrack isn't available separately at the moment, it's highly anticipated for its greatness. Gameplay offers a choice of difficulty levels, easy, normal, or insane, each impacting your survival mechanics. The platforming feels intuitive with smooth jumps and cleverly implemented abilities like double jump and dash. With short trap-filled levels, replayability is encouraged through spare part collection and beating trophy time, adding depth to your experience. A shoot-'em-up section spices things up, but the fire rate quirk may challenge your endurance. Technical performance is solid, with no notable glitches, ensuring a seamless playthrough. BZZZT, with its fun, challenging gameplay, excellent controls, and captivating music, emerges as a retro platformer gem that promises an enjoyable experience even after numerous deaths. It's a pick-up-and-play delight with the potential for impressive speedruns, making it a highly recommended addition to your gaming library. At number 9 we have Cavern of Dreams, a nostalgic N64-style 3D platformer where you guide Finn, a young dragon, through mysterious worlds to rescue your unhatched siblings. With no combat, the game focuses on exploration, puzzle solving, and collecting hidden treasures. If you loved Spyro or Banjo-Kazooie, this is a worthy successor. The game's 4 open-ended worlds are packed with secrets, quirky characters, and challenges that encourage exploration. Each area has its own distinct theme, keeping things fresh as you unlock new abilities like gliding and rolling to access previously unreachable places. The Sage grants Finn new body parts that enhance movement, making traversal even more satisfying. Despite its charm, the game is not without its quirks. The camera can be finicky at times, and some collectibles require vague or tricky steps to obtain. However, these issues are minor compared to the joy of uncovering hidden areas and interacting with the game's whimsical cast. From chatting with a talking tree to assisting a mermaid, the characters add personality to each world. The non-violent approach is refreshing, letting you focus entirely on platforming and discovery. Some sections can get unexpectedly eerie, which might surprise younger players, but the game's heartwarming story and engaging level design make up for it. With a soothing yet adventurous soundtrack that changes dynamically, Cavern of Dreams captures the magic of classic collectathons. If you crave a nostalgic exploration-driven platformer, this is one dream worth diving into. At number 7 we have Sephonie, a puzzle platforming adventure where you control 3 scientists exploring a mysterious island filled with strange creatures and even stranger secrets. The story is ambitious and layered with riddles, but is also confusing, often feeling more cryptic than engaging. Dialogue scenes can drag and disrupt gameplay, leaving you either intrigued by hidden meaning or frustrated at the lack of clarity. Still, there's a sweetness underneath, even if it doesn't always land. Gameplay is where Sephonie shines. You'll link with creatures using the Onyx Link system, a block placement minigame that grows more complex over time. It starts simple, then adds new shapes, obstacles, and power-ups to keep you thinking. You can even toggle an easy mode if puzzles aren't your thing, making the game accessible to anyone. Alongside this, platforming challenges offer wall running, dashing, and tricky jumps. The controls can feel clunky at times, especially with the dash, but generous checkpoints ensure failure never feels punishing. Instead, you're encouraged to experiment and keep moving forward. Accessibility is one of Sephonie's strongest features. Infinite dash and infinite jump options let you tailor difficulty to your preference, and the game clearly wants you to enjoy the journey rather than struggle endlessly. Unfortunately, visuals don't impress. The dated environments look closer to Nintendo 64 than modern indie polish. Sephonie is a mixed package. If you're after a heartfelt but messy story, clever puzzles, and forgiving platforming, you'll find a unique, if uneven adventure worth experiencing. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle feels like one of those drops that's both a blessing and a curse. You get a ton of solid Metroidvanias, but chances are you already own half of them. GRIME is the standout with its gnarly art and boss fights, while Daft's Gambit, though fun, leans towards forgettable once you're done. Still, there's enough fresh blood like Particle Hearts and underappreciated gems like Sephonie to make this bundle worth snagging. If you're into Metroidvanias, this is pure backlog fuel, and that's not a bad thing. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.